Alright, so welcome again to MG Sports TV. This is your Premier League review and preview show. Now, the reason why it's two shows in one is because this is a midweek game. There's a midweek game this week, people, so we gotta mix both shows in one. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys didn't want to do that, but it's unfortunate. That is how it is. So we're gonna look at what happened over the last game weekend. Look at the score line. All the scores that got predicted correctly. Yeah. I gotta come back with my predictions. I almost forgot my prediction. Yep. So we're gonna look at the score lines, people, the predicted score lines that we got over the weekend. And gonna see how close as possible. Gonna have maybe if time permits us, gonna also have a look at the FPL team. So as the guys come in, please do smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also share the content. I would really appreciate it if you guys do so. Let me see if anyone is there in the comment already. And we have football Chelsea news in the comment section. Big up, massive respect. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. We're gonna go straight to the details, people. We won't waste any time because, as you know, time is of the essence, and we need to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Now, let's jump straight to the Premier League table, people. Let's jump straight to the Premier League. What is looking like? These were the last games that we played over the weekend. Let's have a look at them. And as I said, we're going to look at the predictions and the score line and how those affected the game weekend. Now, we're going to start off by the first games on Saturday. Early morning, we had Manchester United versus Southampton. Let me see if I can find, where's my predictions? Why can't I find the predictions, people? Where's the predictions? I know I wrote them down. You look like I didn't. It seems as if I didn't write down these ones, people. I do apologize for that. That is definitely my fault. I swore I wrote them down. Nah, schoolboy error. Schoolboy error, people. Schoolboy error. Anyways, that's how it is sometime. As I said, let's go, people. Let's go with the predictions. Let us go. So we have, for the first game, people, we had Manchester United versus Southampton. I think I had a prediction of a 1-1 in that game. As you can see, Manchester United secure their second back-to-back victory of the Premier League, which is in good stead, that because that is saying that they are taking their time and getting a little bit better as the games goes by, which is a good sense. That's quite a good sense for them. You can see Ten Hag trying to instill his personality on the team. Not gonna be easy, won't be easy, but definitely it will take some time, and because it will take time, it eventually, at some point in time, it will get there. So good win, Manchester United as a rival. I never want it to happen, but that's how it is sometimes. Give me a second, people. Good. So I'm just trying to shut up some of the groups, all the groups that I'm in. Send it into some of the groups. So do the same, people. Share the content if you wish, if you please. I would really appreciate it if you guys do so. So Manchester United, big moves as well, as they are sorted out the deal for Anthony. For me personally, I think that's a hefty fee. Nevertheless, that's how the market is right now, highly inflated. Some players are going for some crazy money. For me, I trust no player with big fee. I can't remember the last player that come into the Premier League and finish his season and you can say, hey, big money, and yes, he did achieve something. I can't remember the last player that did so. So, I'm really, I'm very much scared of, afraid of the big name signings, and that's what I'm seeing going around now. So, nevertheless, I do think Anthony is a good player. Anthony, Casemiro now. We have cut there at Casemiro, Anthony, Varane. Manchester United are building a good they are building a good team. In due time, we will know what the outcome will be for that. Because for now, it's in the building phase. Let's see. Maybe they are going a direction of not going to do a total rebuild, but rebuild, but yet still remain competitive. Arsenal kind of went the total rebuild, whereas we just throw some of the players and get battered quite a few times in the Premier League and even in other aspects of football. So, in that aspect, in what they are doing, good. So, let's see how they come on over the weekend, because if that deal is done, strong possibility they're going to try and get Anthony to play against Arsenal as fast as possible. You can fairly assume that he will be Casemiro will be starting to get full-fledged games now, full minutes, starting to actually get acclimatized in facing Arsenal over the weekend. So that is one thing to look out for. Next game we have Manchester City versus Crystal Palace. Very good start by Crystal Palace. I don't know what happened, but they just went off the ball. Yes, you can say Man City they do have the quality to overthrow any deficit, but as a coach, look at what Fulham did against Liverpool. They went up and they dug in. I do think that Crystal Palace need to find that extra fight in them to even hold off a result, because you can't go 2-0 up against Manchester City and you don't try your best to even dog it out the game. You got to do something like that. Let it become scrappy. Let it become an ugly game. Not just launch the ball forward. Let Zaha sprint it down. And all of these dark art aspects go down at the slightest chance to get. I do believe that maybe they weren't mentally ready for that. But as you can see, Man City turned on like a second gear, a fourth gear, a fifth gear, and they definitely got the results. Now, this is so unfortunate. The next game is so unfortunate. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. It's very unfortunate because after Liverpool lost against Manchester United, an embarrassing defeat to Liverpool, they definitely hand over a Bournemouth in the palm of Liverpool. And Liverpool did nothing less than totally dismantled that Bournemouth team. And it was shambolic. Actually said 11 hog in the field and 1 goat on the bench. Big up. Akeem Palmer said Elanga I go start now. New front line for Manu, Anthony, Rashford, and Sancho. I personally would stop Rashford. I would bench Rashford. Personally, I would bench Rashford. Play Elanga. Play Sancho. Play Anthony. Or well, if Ronaldo is there, Ronaldo must play. I can't bench Ronaldo. Can't have one of the greatest players ever to play sport. And it must mad. I have high respect for Ronaldo. High respect for Ronaldo. Actually said comeback kings. Bournemouth rip. Akeem Palmer said and use Cristiano Ronaldo. Now the fun thing about it, Manchester City played against Crystal Palace. When 2-0 down, came back, everybody saying, hey, Manchester City, they weren't good, they this and that. But when Arsenal went down 1-0 to Fulham and came back, they're saying that shouldn't have happened and all these aspects of things. And when you look at the aspects of what's happening in the Premier League, Fulham definitely by far a better team than what we're seeing from the likes of Crystal Palace and all these other teams. They are in a better position. True Legend said Ronaldo is slow now though. Yeah, in slow. Not really sure if he's slow. I'm not sure if Ronaldo really cut pace. Not sure. It might not be as sharp as he was. But I'm not sure about being slow. I'm really not sure about being slow. Next game, people, we have, so as I said, Bournemouth got totally dismantled by Liverpool, embarrassing. All those persons, all those FPL players who had Salah in their team, who captain Salah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's definitely a shame because Salah didn't even do anything. The entire game, Salah was sleeping. But that's how it is. We saw Chelsea versus Leicester City. I can't remember my predictions for that game. I'm going to check. I can't remember. I can't remember my prediction for that game. I think it was Chelsea 3, Leicester City 1. But definitely, Chelsea with 10 man defeated Leicester City. I think Rodgers definitely have to go now. I think Rodgers might be out of the door before Gerrard or even Lampard. Rodgers, the team is not, Leicester City is not playing nothing. They're not playing no good football. And I, for one, don't think that that can continue. Unless the Leicester City fans just want to settle for whatever they're getting. But for now, that's not good enough. That's just not good enough. That's just not good enough. Let's go now to the next one. Brighton versus Leeds. Brighton are playing fairly good. They have been consistent this season. Very, very consistent so far in the season. Looking forward to see what Brighton can do. Leeds might be one of the teams that are going down this season. Might be. But we're gonna see how that goes. Brentford versus Everton. Everton, unfortunately, couldn't get their win. Struggling. Brentford equalized and kind of sink the dagger into the hearts of the Everton fans. That's just how unfortunate it is. They won that victory, but they just can't get it as yet. We have Arsenal versus Fulham, and for me, as you can see, Arsenal fan, big results. Arsenal went 1-0 down. Mitrovic, and that guy caused us so much problem throughout the game. So much problem. He was so annoying. Actually said a Palace win for City is a massive win. True, because City is a team that normally, Palace is a team that normally give them a lot of problems. Tend to give them a lot of problems. But nevertheless, I think that's how it is sometimes. Let's continue. Arsenal, as I was on, my favorite team, my team. Yeah, so Mitrovic caused us a lot of problems. Definitely, he got his goal just by being annoying. He got his goal. Blunder, big blunder by the defender, Gabriel. I see people asking why Saka get the cross the ball to Gabriel there. Gabriel had more than enough time to control the ball and play it out. But he was trying to dribble out with the ball. That's the thing. And the ball got caught under his feet. Mitrovic saw his opportunity, snuck on it, and then take his chance and scored. Then now, great comeback from Martin Odegaard and Gabriel redeeming himself by getting a goal. Finished last season as the leading goal scorers for defenders in the league. Actually said, Lampard versus Gerrard, who getting sacked first? I think Brenda's might get sacked first. Actually said, Arsenal keep their good form. That's what I love. 4 out of 4. Joint second. I think it's joint second best start of the season. Last time out was in 2004, 2005. That's good. I am accepting that. Guys, please do smash the like button. Actually said, too bad they will kill Villa. Let's see how the midweek games pan out. Nottingham Forest versus, I think it's Wolves versus Newcastle. Draw each. Didn't I get that right? I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that I predicted a 1-1 for that game. What I'm going to do, I'm going to check my prediction table if we had that game on it. No, it actually doesn't seem that way. I'm checking to see if my predictions for that game. Oh, they didn't do it here. This is Tottenham versus, and I had Tottenham winning. Ooh, I Tottenham draw 1-1, but it went the other way around. But definitely, Newcastle versus Wolves, two fairly even team. And that's how the results really pan. Beautiful goal by Ruben Neves. Beautiful goal. Actually, said too bad they will kill Villa. Akeem Palmer said, waiting about Manu match Thursday. We're gonna go to the preview quite soon. So we're trying to get off the games that finish off our hands first. Then we're gonna move to the preview. So Tottenham Hotspurs, and I think for me, I personally think that Tottenham Hotspurs, they will be in trouble quite soon. Why do I say that? Tottenham Hotspurs are not playing good football. For those who really know football, Tottenham Hotspurs are not playing good football. Yes, they are getting the result. But the underlying metrics are saying, that Tottenham Hotspurs are not playing good football. And they might find themselves in problem. Later on. But nevertheless, they're still getting the results, which is quite important in what they are trying to do. Once they keep getting the results, definitely that's always a positive. But we'll see. Now, let's get on, people. Let's get to the preview show. After this, I'm going to show you my FPL team. Hopefully, time permits us in doing so. So tomorrow, Tuesday, August 30th, 2022. First game, we have Brentford versus Crystal Palace, and I won't forget to write it down this time. Let me write it down. First game is Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Let me check my predictions first. If I had this in my predictions, Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'm gonna say Crystal Palace 1, Brentford 2. Based off history, you would have seen as if Brentford has a stronger history defeating Crystal Palace, and even in more recent time. But these games tend to be quite close. So I'm going for 2-1 because I think Zaha might get a penalty. I think there might be a penalty for Zaha. Moving on now to the next game, we have Fulham versus Brighton. Which I think is going to be a very good matchup. I personally think this is going to be a very good matchup. It will be good football, but I think it's going to be extremely close. That pen is not working. I'm going to go in favor of Brighton. I'm going to say it's 1-0 in favor of Brighton. That's what I'm going to say. 1-0 in favor of Brighton. Actually said Palace 2, Brentford 1. Alright. Water Miss Stanley 14 said, aha. Man said penalty for Zaha. Yeah, Zaha is going to go into the inside 18-yard box and maybe throw down himself and win a penalty. So we have Southampton. We have Soda versus Chelsea. Pretty much another game for Chelsea to win. Southampton look good against Manchester United, but that is Manchester United. They haven't found their footing as yet. I do think that Chelsea has too much in the bag at present moment, even though Southampton is one of those teams that tends to give Chelsea a lot of problem. Like, I remember a 3-3 draw with them. Actually said Brighton 1, Fulham 1. Not bad. I do think that Chelsea will get this one over. So I'm going to say Southampton maybe a goal, Chelsea 3. So that's how we're going. And then that's how I am looking at that one. Then now the next game is Leeds versus Everton. Everton still in the miles. This game has 0-0 or 1-1. I'm going to say 1-1. I'm going to say this is a 1-1 game. Everton not playing good. Leeds not playing good. Really hard to predict these types of game where both teams aren't playing good. So it's difficult. This one is definitely difficult. I'm just going to go on the safe side and say 1-1. Now move over to Wednesday now. We have Bournemouth versus Wolves. I personally think that Wolverhampton is going to be too much for Bournemouth. Bournemouth still will face some struggles. Wolverhampton don't tend to score a lot of goals. So I'm going to go Wolverhampton 2, Bournemouth 0. They don't score a lot of goals, but guess what? They don't concede goals as well. Actually said Leeds 2, Everton 0. Tough one actually. That one is a tough one. That one's a tough one. Waterman Stanley said, what? Oh, Waterman Stanley, 14. Hello, I think Leeds win them, slap up Chelsea. Yeah. I'm not even sure what happened there. But Leeds so far don't really look that impressive. None at all. And Everton is not that bad enough. It's just that the wins aren't coming. The wins aren't coming. The doublers aren't coming. So I'm going in favor of of a draw here. I'm going to stay on the safe side. Then we have Arsenal versus Aston Villa. As you guys know, Arsenal may support. Villa still in demise. Not sure what Gerrard wants to do. He's played so narrow. At present moment, there's too much issues at Aston Villa for them to turn up against Arsenal. Arsenal team who's in for to really throw them over. Anything can happen in football though. But I do think that this time around, it'll be vastly different and difficult for this Aston Villa team to overthrow Arsenal. Nevertheless, the game can end in a draw, maybe a 1-1. I do believe that Arsenal might have something in the category for them. And I'm going to say Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1. I'm going to go Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1. Last time, look at the Fulham game. Arsenal had some of the time 75% possession. Stanley 14 said, may I go Arsenal 3, 3-1. Yeah, same thing I went for. Arsenal 3-1. Actually said Arsenal 3, Villa 0. Another beating for Villa. Let's see how Gerrard is going to approach this Liam Bailey situation. Really looking out to see what he does in regards to the Liam Bailey situation. So, anticipating to see how that one turns out. We have Man City versus Nottingham Forest. Oh my word. Nottingham Forest is playing good though, not going to lie. But if a Tottenham, who is not playing anything at all, can defeat Nottingham Forest, they will face havoc against Manchester City. I'm going to go Man City 4, Nottingham Forest 0. Man City 4, Nottingham Forest 0. Next game we have West Ham versus Spurs. No, this is going to be an emphatic one. Actually said Man City 4-0. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that one. It can be more, no. It can be more. But I'm going to stop at 4. Hopefully De Bruyne can get a hat-trick. So we can captain De Bruyne this time around. Hopefully. I think I might get Alan in my team this week. Take out Harry Kane and get in Alan. Not sure. I'm considering it. We have West Ham versus Tottenham and Spurs. I do think that this is where Tottenham and Spurs luck might run out. Because this is going to be a team who's going to run at them and capitalize on every single error that they make. It's not with Nottingham Forest who would take their chance, not taking their chance, all these type of things. And it would be good because Mikel Antonio haven't scored since the start of the season. So I'm going to say Tottenham Hotspurs 2, West Ham 2. I'm going to say Tottenham Hotspurs 2, West Ham 2. I'm going for a 2-2 draw here. I do think it's in favor of West Ham because Spurs have been riding their luck so far. But we'll see how that one goes. Stanley said Mikel Antonio masterclass, that would be good. Actually said West Ham 2, Spurs 1. Not sure if they're going to lose, because Spurs have been conceding a lot of goals so far. So I'm not sure if they're going to lose. Really not sure if they're going to lose. So moving on to the last game of the game week, we have Leicester City versus Manchester United. No, this won't be an easy one for Manchester United. Jeddy World said West Ham 2, Spurs 0. Spurs 1, my apologies. Ooh. Go for the 2-1. Go for the 2-1. I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna say at 2-2. I do think that this Leicester versus Manchester United is a good game for a draw. Before I do that, let me look at the head-to-head and see what it's like. I'm going to look at the stats and see what it's like before I do predictions for this one. Head-to-head, 32 meetings between Manchester United and Leicester. 4 wins in total for Leicester. 19 wins for Manchester United. 10 home wins for Manchester United. 9 away wins. Let's look at the previous meetings. The previous meetings, Leicester City have been the more dominant one. Let's start back from 2021. Won't go so far 2020. We have 2-1 win for Leicester City. 4-2 win for Leicester City again. And a 1-1 draw for Leicester City. So, wow. Ooh. It's all pointing in the favor of Leicester City so far in recent time. And it's in recent time that Leicester City have definitely gotten their better results. I'm going to say Leicester 2, Manchester United 3. I'm going to say Manchester United is going to win. But Leicester, this is going to be an open game with a lot of goals. I think this is going to be open game with a lot of goals. That's what I think. So people, let's see 26. We don't have any time for the FPL people. Let me see if I can take a sneak peek at my team. Just gonna have a sneaky peek at my team, people. Let me see. How can I log into my FPL from here? Fantasy Premier League. Let's join my. Okay, so this was last game week for me. Don't think it's that bad. My overall ranking is 2,400,000. Overall points is 240. So that's how it looks. Jeddy World said Arsenal 2-0. Also said Liverpool 2, Castle 0. DJ Will said Liverpool is a team. No, DJ, Arsenal is my team. Actually said FPL was a disgrace this week. Actually said Salah, how could you? Alright, so this is my FPL team. I must say 65 points. I do think that is relatively good. Any change this week, I might take out Harry Kane. For sure, I might captain. Let me have a look at my. Let's have a look at the new game week. So 65 points. Didi said, Gunnar, I know, come on over to big side Liverpool. I can't, you know. I can't. I already choose Arsenal. Well, Arsenal choose me. What changes should I make this week in this team? I'm going smooth and steady. This season. I might pull Saliba. I think I might pull Saliba. In love with Derby, man. Jeddy said leave Kane. Stanley said you want to captain De Bruyne? No. Not sure if I'm going to captain De Bruyne. Not really sure. Not really sure. You know what? People, when my mind is settled, alright, you know what? I'm gonna make one change. So how much coins I have left, much money I have left in my pocket. Let's go over to the transfers. I have one transfer. Let me see who are the teams gonna be playing. Alright, so let me go back and look at the teams. Pick team. Let's go back to that. Cameron Archer versus Arsenal. Alright, so Saliba. So let me see. James versus Southampton. Cancelo. That's a good pick against. Alright, so Alisson versus Newcastle. Not a chance I want to take. I'm gonna go Sanchez. Switch with Alisson. Not gonna chance Alisson with Newcastle based on the form that I'm seeing Newcastle in right now. I might. Da Silva versus Crystal, that's good. Rodrigo versus Everton, not bad as well. Kevin De Bruyne versus Nottingham Forest, that is good. I'm not sure if Guardiola will start Kevin De Bruyne, and we might even see Kyle Walker starting at right back. So, not bad, not bad, not bad. Saliba is in good form. Arsenal playing against Aston Villa. What are the chances of us conceding? If De Bruyne doesn't start, I'm gonna have Kane as my vice captain, so I'm good at that. No, I'm gonna captain Gabriel Jesus this week. I'm gonna take out Bukayo Saka and replace him with Podence. I'm gonna replace Bukayo Saka with Podence this time around. Get Saka some rest. That's how I'm looking at it. Get Saka some rest this time around. I don't think I necessarily need to make any change to my team. Arnold versus Newcastle. No, that's not a good sign. That sounds like Arnold versus St. Maxim. No. As Arnold did very well last week, but definitely not chancing Arnold this week against St. Maxim. Not a chance I want to take. Not gonna chance it this time around. I think if I miss out on Arnold, I will take my L. If I miss out on Arnold, I will definitely take my L. But for the chance sake, I will not chance having Arnold going up against St. Maxim. No. That is that's a recipe for this disaster. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull Saka. So this is the team that I'm gonna. So Saka is the one that I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna transfer Saka 7.9. 7.9 is not bad. Odegaard. Is Odegaard a good option? Gundogan. I think I might go with Martinelli. So I still do have 1.5 million left. Jeddy World said Anfield is a play now. Pool good to get clean sheet against Newcastle. How Newcastle? Remember Newcastle versus Manchester City? Come on, man. Come on. This Newcastle team is not playing. This Newcastle team is not playing one bit. They are not playing. They are not playing. So so this is how the team sets up for me. So I'm gonna stuck with that. Make transfer. Pull Saka, keep Martinelli. So it's Martinelli. Should I really chance it with Arnold? Oh boy. Anfield different. Shots says six. Big up, shots, big up. No most, I said City and Newcastle is different. And alright, so you know what? Da Silva, pull Da Silva. I'm gonna pull Da Silva. Bring him back. Leave Da Silva on the bench. Shaz, if Arnold 1-1 with Wolves show you how poor most teams are away. True. Alright, so Arnold, one of them for pull Saliba. Saliba have been giving me a lot of points, you know. Saliba give me a lot of points, but I think I might pull Saliba for this game. Now put back that Silva and pull Saliba. I'm going to pull Saliba because I think, I'm not sure. Last time out, if Saliba never assists Gabriel, I wouldn't get any points from him because he would have conceded a goal. I wouldn't get nothing from it. Fulham versus... I'm confused. It's rough. Remember people say, Arsenal clean sheet. Boy, I'm not sure about that. Against Aston Villa. Aston Villa don't really play nothing neither, you know. Villa not play nothing for real. Rodrigo versus Everton, that's a good pick. Alright. I think that Silva versus Crystal Palace is more likely the one. Or me can say, boy, I not likely to get anything from that. There's not a likely chance. Saliba can get an assist. Aston Villa versus Arsenal, strong possibility that there's a clean sheet. Arnold versus Newcastle, clean sheet pending. Clean sheet pending. Based off the gear that Liverpool have stepped up in. James versus Southampton. James is the most creative element in Chelsea team, so I can't leave out James. Cancelo versus Nottingham Forest. I think that Nottingham Forest are going to slap up. It's just that I'm not sure if Cancelo nor De Bruyne is going to start. So I won't captain De Bruyne. Alright, so I'm going to captain De Bruyne. Captain De Bruyne. Arcane versus West Ham. Arcane versus West Ham. Arcane versus West Ham. Alright, so I'm going to captain De Bruyne. De Bruyne is going to walk through the middle of the park here. I'm going to vice captain Gabriel Jesus. If De Bruyne doesn't start, Jesus will get the captain armband. And that wouldn't be bad at all. So I'm going to stick to that. So that would be my team, people. That is my team. That is my team. Jesus vice captain, Kevin De Bruyne captain. And that is how I finish the program, people. I've been over here over an half an hour. So definitely. Everyone who tuned in, massive respect to all those who joined the program. Might join late, but I do appreciate it in the same sense. Hopefully, guys had a good show. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Those are the predictions. Run through the predictions and also run through. Jerry World said Captain Kane. No, I'm not Captain Kane. The reason being is West Ham, they are desperate for a win, and I think Mikel Antonio is likely to score against Tottenham Hotspur. I do think so. So people who don't have Mikel Antonio in the team, Mikel Antonio is a good option to go for right now. Massive respect, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV, people. We are out. Boom. Like the video, people. Smash the like button.